Welcome to this special episode of Frequency Matters, the RF and Microwave Update series, coming to you from IMS 2025 in San Francisco. I'm Pat Hindle. We have co-host Del Pierson and special guest Frank Dunn, President and CEO of R&S USA. Welcome, Frank.
Thank you, Pat. Glad to see you guys. Glad to be here. And it's been an exciting couple days.
So I wanted to point out a couple interesting things we've seen on the show floor. First, I saw Virginia Diodes is doing a whole watt of output power over entire D-band, which I thought was very impressive. Del, how about you? What did you see?
Yeah, I saw Millibox with some really interesting module test, over-the-air test chambers, so mostly for millimeter wave applications, which I thought was really interesting.
And so the biggest announcement came from Rohde & Schwarz with their multi-port first spectrum and signal analyzers with multi-port and has cross-correlation built in. So awesome innovation there. And so I thought I'd ask, first of all, how do you keep that innovative spirit alive through Rohde & Schwarz?
Well, I'm glad we made the list. We were hoping we'd be in the top three, if not number one. And I think the new FSWX is a great example of our innovation, but it really starts with our commitment to R&D. It's in the company's DNA to think about how to solve complex problems. And how do they back that up? One thing we do is we commit to investment in R&D. So the company commits 15 to 20% of its revenues every year to advanced R&D. So that helps in funding new innovation, but it's in the DNA and the spirit of the people. And enabling customers or employees to think about customer issues. What are things that we could do, bring to the market to think about challenges, not just here today, but challenges in the future, 2-3 years out or 5 years out. And thinking through that innovation, I think allows us to stay on the cutting edge and bring forward new products and capabilities like the FSWX.
Awesome. And I know that Rohde & Schwarz has a variety of business units that I'm not sure everyone's familiar with. Can you tell us a bit more about those?
Sure. So probably what we're best known for is test and measurement, which is what we see on display here very broadly at IMS. And that's everything from our signal generators, spectrum analyzers, oscilloscopes, vector network analyzers. But when you go beyond our test and measurement business, we have a defense and security business. That's a business field that not many people know about. And that's everything from military radios. So for terrestrial, like Army applications, tactical applications, shipborne, airborne products, also communication intelligence, radar intelligence solutions, things for drone detection, which is very necessary in today's time. And then on the civil side, in our broadcast portfolio, we have broadcast transmitters, so terrestrial broadcast for digital TV, and it can be anywhere in the United States for a market leader. We have the Sutro Tower here in San Francisco, or our transmitters on the Freedom Tower in New York City. And on the air traffic control side, another civil solution, we make radios for air traffic control communications, as well as a voice communication system, our voice communication switch, modern IT system. And we're really proud to announce that we have received an award recently from the FAA, where they'll be using our technology to help modernize the U.S. air traffic control system, the NAS.
And so you're running the USA business. How is that business set up and what type of applications are you addressing?
Sure. Well, we try to address all the company's business here in the U.S., or address all the business fields and opportunities. Our setup, we have our headquarters in Columbia, Maryland. We're now over 800 people in North America. We have offices on both coasts. So our primary offices is, of course, the headquarters I mentioned in Columbia. Our engineering site in Hillsboro, Oregon. We have an office here close to here in Milpitas, Southern California and San Diego. And then in central part of the U.S., we have our integration center near the DFW complex in Coppell, Texas. So between those sites make up the bulk of our offices. And of course, we have our people spread out all across the U.S. trying to be close to customers, provide superior application, technology, and support. For serviceability of our products, we have our service center. Our primary service center is at the headquarters in Columbia, Maryland. And we've recently opened a site nearby in Milpitas, so we could be close to the customers and provide the quickest turnaround if they have calibration or other needs for instrument updates or repairs.
Awesome. Thank you. And, you mentioned one of the big products that you're showing off, but what other innovative products do you have here at IMS?
Oh, good question. So, of course, the FSWX we're super proud of. As you mentioned, Pat, it's the first dual channel or dual input spectrum analyzer with phase coherent capabilities. Outside of that, we also have our ZMB 3000. So we released that product a little bit earlier this calendar year, but we have it on display here. Its market differentiators are really about speed and measurement accuracy. FSWP, that's our flagship phase noise analyzer. We're announcing some new capabilities to that, so extending the frequency range and extending the measurement performance of the FSWP. And then several other products that are just continuing to drive forward the innovation and the spirit within the company.
Well, thanks for talking with us today.
Yeah, thank you for joining us. That wraps up this episode of Frequency Matters. Thank you for joining us at IMS 2025.